I want to welcome you on board. Good morning to you, everybody. Good morning. Please like and share. Let everybody know that I'm online now. I'm in the office, but I booked this time for this program. Specifically, I actually booked this time for this program in the office so that I can have time to deal with this matter quickly before I move again into office work. This is public work. Thank you, Femi Adeosun. Thank you. Abi Fasansi. Hi. Abi, I will need to see you when on ground. Okay? I need to see you, Abi. So please put that in your diary. Tokunbo Olagbaye will pay you a visit. So put it down in your diary. Good morning to you, everyone online right now. And let your family and friends on the Facebook aware of me. Thank you. Let them have the understanding that I'm online now. I want to deal with matters that I see affecting individual in our community, in our society here, in law. You see, the issue of ethnic things, that one will come on later on. Thank you, baby girl. You know, that one will come on later on. Mayowa, thank you. You know, this is pure law that I want to talk about today. The issue of the moral and the ethics of the human behavior in the society will come up later on, perhaps today or tomorrow. But I want to talk about law today, this morning, this particular time. So I asked for the time to do this until my lunch time, which I think I should be able to cope with my workload after then. People don't understand that I have workload, but I still have time to do this. You know, I actually have workload. I'm not joking. But then I love to do this first. I want to look at the issue of EEA family member with residence card in the United Kingdom. EEA family member with residence card in the United Kingdom. That is what I want to look into. I want to look into EEA family member with residence card in the UK. Right. There is always a big issue, and a lot of people will not want to understand that it's always a big issue. And as part of the issue that I see that is affecting individual on issue of residence card is to do with women. I am not really happy the way some of the women are handling their affairs when it comes to the issue of residence card. But like my proverb in my language will say, I will deal with what needs to be dealt with urgently. But I want to concentrate on this particular topic now. But women, you have a lot of blame in this situation on residence card. And some men do have problems as well. Some men do have problems. And you see, patience is a virtue. Patience is a virtue. If you cannot exercise patience in anything you do in life, you're going to rush into rubbish irrationally, and it would affect the whole trail, and everything will got just cut short if you cannot exercise patience. So I want to look at the issue of residence card in the United Kingdom, on spouse, on partner, on family member, dependent relative. I want to go into it now because it's becoming an issue that I need to talk about. In the last how many days now, I have come across something to do with this problem. So it basically prompts me to the idea of come online and come and talk. You will know that every Friday I usually don't talk about law. I talk about things affecting home and community, you know. But I decided to swap it around today and see if I can deal with this today quickly. So if we still have people out there, then they know where to come to. I can handle the matter. I can deal with it. EA family member on residence card. So good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and I want to welcome you on board to this platform, educative platform, enlightenment platform, assisting and supportive platform, you know, in the community. The platform is not just for Yoruba people, for points of correction, and it's not meant for Nigerian alone. Points of correction. Please, if we have the Ghana Accra people there, Kumasi, please get ready for your visitor. So if you are Ghana, you are from Ghana, please inbox me privately. Or you can even mention yourself here that I'm a Ghanaian. But if you basically based in Ghana, you're on ground, you are in Ghana on ground, or you have your contacts, you can inbox me. Because on my mind, you are the next on my trip. You know, you are the next on my mind, Ghana. So Accra is the next point of landing. So I have you in my mind because you are you are the second largest client that I have in the diaspora, and I don't want to brush it aside and pretend as if you're not there. I apologize all this while that I have not come on ground to see you guys. But I'll be making my visit and I'll be giving my training and my lecture in Ghana shortly. We're not too sure of the location yet. It could be University of Ghana that I'll be using. But let's wait until then. The arrangement has to be properly put in place. But I'll be coming to Ghana, to Accra shortly, you know, to deal with issues of this kind of nature that is affecting people that are traveling, you know, to United Kingdom from Ghana. I'll be dealing with that. So the Ghanaians on board, thank you so much. And I would want to be having your phone call in from time to time so that we can start making that arrangement. Especially the Ghanaians that are on ground in local, in Kumasi, in Accra, that can meet me up in Accra. I would appreciate you, you know. But definitely Ghana is the next trip. So thank you so much, the Ghanaians. Thank you so much. Thank you. I apologize for my short-sightedness, not thinking about you since all this while. But it has become necessary that I have to visit Ghana now for 1, 2, or 3 reasons. And for my Ghanaian able clients that are in the United Kingdom, they are pushing too hard now. They are really pushing and said, listen, you're not meant for Nigerian alone. So I accepted and I agree. My name has not changed. I'm on a 07908-628-240. We want to talk about law this morning and this particular hours of time in the United Kingdom. We are live here on Facebook friend family page of mine, Lawyer Tokunbo Olagbaye, 11:39 in the United Kingdom. I want to look at the issue facing family EEA family member on residence card issue. Now, for you to be able to have your residence card, it basically means that you have worked tirelessly and met the requirement to have residence card. Who can have residence card? It depends. You could be the wife or husband. You could be a partner, or you could be a child, or grandmother, or mother, or dependent relative, brother, sister, cousin. But they are in different forms. So we need to get that on board. They are in different form. I really don't want to go into things to bore you so much. I want to go into the issue in law affecting family. So that is the way I like to do my things. If I'm quoting law, I might be misleading you with my understanding of law. So in order not to mislead you, what I want to do is that I want to deal with the problem individual is facing on issue of residence card. And if you remember vividly, there is a proverb I always bring out in my language, which I'm going to interpret now in English, that you have to tread carefully so that the person that's eating meat don't turn to person that will be eating bones. The person that is wearing good clothes will not become somebody that is wearing rags. You see, these things are quite important to me. And I really do not understand whether it's important to some women that their husband are facing, or the father of their children. Let me say father of their children. Now, if your husband or your wife has remarried or your partner has remarried and married to an EEA national, bí òwe là ń lùlù àgídìgbò, ọlọ́gbọ́n ló máa ń mọ̀, ọmọ ló máa ń jò. The wise will understand what I am saying, but the foolish will question it. What I'm trying to say is that if your ex remarry and you have children together, you should tread carefully not to affect his status just because of one thing or another. Now, what do I mean? On a residence card, for anyone that married to an EEA person or that is a family member of an EEA person, you will be granted 5 years because you have met the requirements. And if you have met the requirement, it basically means that you're going to be given your 5 years residence card. You're going to be given your 5-year residence card. Your 5-year residence card, let's look at it from this point of view in marriage. Thank you, Shadi. Thank you. Your residence card, you will have met the requirement. Hence the reason why you were granted your 5 years. So if you have met the requirements and you are given 5 years residence card on a marriage, let's take for example on a marriage, it's basically saying that that residence card is for you alone. That residence card that you were granted is to you and to you for your marriage. Now, if you have a child from your previous relationship, open your ears. If you have a child from previous relationship, don't bring that child on board on your residence card now. Because if you bring the child on board and the application is not arranged in line with your EA wife or husband who hold the EA ID card or passport, if it's not arranged with him or her, thank you, wisdom. If the bringing in of the kids from your previous relationship onto your application is not arranged by your EA wife or EA husband, it means that a child that is eating, the meat seller son will eat bone. And the fashion designer's son or clothes seller's son or daughter will wear rag. And you know it's not possible. If your mother is selling clothes and your father is selling clothes, you're supposed to be coming out flamboyantly with different varieties of clothes all the time. But if you have made error in life, it means that you will not be able to wear that clothes as you wish. And if your father is selling meat, you're supposed to have benefit of cooking the varieties of meat in the house and eat what you like. But if an error is made, then it basically means that you just have to eat the leftover, which is the bones. And that is a cause. What am I saying? What I am saying is that lately I have discovered some errors. And if I, small girl like this, can discover that error, you should expect that the Secretary of State agents, thank you, Ayodele Afolabi, that is it. So you should expect that the Secretary of State agents, which means the case workers that have all the directors in place, that has every buoyant senior person within the sovereign of law in place, they will pick up your error just like this. A residence card is for you and you alone. A child that comes from another relationship of yours that you want to add on has to be in line with your EA person. Your EA person will have to make the application for you to bring that person in. It cannot be done under your record. And it don't bother to fẹ́ bọ́yàn. Someone that they are feeding, that want to feed someone else again. Thank you, Elijah. Thank you. Now, what I'm trying to say is that lately there are similar errors that came to my office. Similar errors. I don't like to be blaming a colleague or any colleague of mine in an error, but I think the error came from a colleague elsewhere. And I think it's also come from a woman. You know, it was a woman that betrayed, that makes Adam fall. Adam and Eve. It was a woman that makes them have that curse on their head. Because when serpent came, if the woman were to be so buoyant and truthful to God, she would have insisted and said, no, God said we should not touch that fruit, and therefore we are not touching that fruit. I don't care what you've said. But she listened to serpent and touched the fruit, and then told her husband that touch the fruit, it will be well with us. Let's have it. And they have that curse on their head. True woman. True woman. Again, it's coming up on this issue of residence card. Women, be careful and tighten up your belt. And some men can be that daft as well. So tighten up your belt, guys. Because if there's so much to say, but not here. There is so much to say. There is so much to say. But because I have so many that I cannot speak English here, so I cannot speak Yoruba to cover it up. But the issue here is that you need wisdom. I will advise that you take advice from my office. I am saying it vividly. Take advice from my office. I am not saying take advice anywhere anymore now. That time has gone. Take advice from my office. Let me guide you. I am not saying pull out your file, but please, I beg of you, take advice. And the person who knows the road is the person that you let it lead first. And that is why some of us use TomTom when we are driving. We use TomTom to guide us because they know better. The machine has been programmed with the iCloud, so they will direct us peacefully. And the person that knows the road, let that person lead. Come to my office, I stand corrected. I will look at it and I will tell you whether it is worth applying for your kids to join you or not, or wait. The issue here is that there is so much mistake that being made all the time, and this cannot continue. The owner of this case might even be online and listening to me. He's happy. Listen, I saw Agbalagba to Sukun Laroy, and I was ashamed to see him crying in my office this morning. It really, really, really break me down. I was weak because I saw him crying. Agbalagba Okunregende, a whole man crying in my office this morning. And it was as a result of lawyer's error and ex error. The children were okay where they are for now. All they need is to attend good school wherever they are and eat good food and wear good clothes. And that is why their father is suffering for them in a foreign land. So when a man has traveled to go and fight for you to give you things, you women, it's about time you sit tight. Listen, you cannot have everything in life. A woman that is having 100% things from her husband is meant to misbehave because they have not have idea of how to go and get it themselves. A woman that is getting everything 100%, the clothes you wear, the makeup, the handbag, the rent, the fooding, the feeding, your transportation, your everything is provided for by a man. You are tend to misbehave in the society. You are prone to misbehave in the society because you do not know how to go out and go and fetch for yourself. I don't care whether you get red caps. I don't care. The truth must be spoken with. The issue here is that let's face the reality. Those children over there in their country of origin, they were doing well. They don't have any problem. They were not hungry. If I find out who sent me that red caps, I'm going to block you off my line. So unless if it's by error. Because the truth must be spoken. And I don't care who you are. I cannot continue to see people crying in my office. My office is office alayo. Happiness. Because I serve a living God. and anything I touch shall be well with me. You cannot continue in that aspect, in that manner. It is so impossible. It is so impossible. If a child is properly taken care of and attending good school wherever they are, please, I beg of you, let the person that is sovereign for them, let him be able to stand both legs first before any other thing. Let him try to stand on his feet properly before you can start pushing to him to bring the children from previous relationship to join him. The example was that an application was made to the Secretary of State because he remarried to his EEA national in the United Kingdom. Secretary of State was happy at the time with all the documentation he provided. He was granted a residence card based on his marriage and his wife exercising treaty rights in the United Kingdom. He is no longer with previous relationship, but he has two children with the previous relationship. Fine. The children from previous relationship are not in the United Kingdom. They are elsewhere in the home country. Fine. He has 5 years residence card. He has not even gone up to the stage of coming for permanent residence card. What basically happened was that the woman with the ex-woman with the children traveled into the United Kingdom with the advice of another lawyer. They pushed him and asked him to put his children from previous relationship onto his residence card without consulting his present wife. And when they brought those children into the United Kingdom, they only said to the Secretary of State that the children are coming on a week holiday. They're not saying that the children are coming to join their dad. And it was their mom that brought in the children with her on her record rather. I have told people several times that there is sophisticated instruments to use to monitor things in the United Kingdom. In fact, let me tell you, we are in our own class in the UK. It's more sophisticated than United States. Apologies to US citizens on my line. But United Kingdom is the godfather. They can be small in terms of size, of location, of geographical, but they're not small in terms of Commonwealth. In terms of population, they might be small, but they're not small in terms of leadership because they vividly control half of the world. United States left UK to go and establish themselves there in the US when they found that space. And that is why most of the places we have in the UK are named in the US. Let's go back into law. That's just an example. When you give out information to the Secretary of State agent outside the United Kingdom, it will definitely be passed on to the system in the UK here. So it's on the system here at the border everywhere. If border doesn't pick it up, in any of the borders does not pick it up for one straight reason, it will be picked up by the immigration, by the case worker inside. There are 3 of them independently working in law under Home Office, under Secretary of State for the Home Department. Entry clearance officers are outside the United Kingdom, so they issue visas. Immigration officers are at the borders. They control the entry and out into the United Kingdom or out of the United Kingdom. The case workers are inside at the Home Office, Croydon, Luna House, Liverpool, Durham, Sheffield, elsewhere, and stamping you for a leave to remain, to continue to be in the United Kingdom. So everything in the UK is ready-made, properly done. Monies are spent every night, every minute on the instruments they use to grant status, to check records, to facilitate your movement, to discuss with counterparts outside United Kingdom. So we should be aware at all times. When you think about it, you should be aware that these people have the sophisticated, and that's my government in the United Kingdom. It's my government. Now, the situation here is that when you said to the entry clearance officer that the kids are only coming on holiday for a week under your record, a woman, under your visa. You now come to UK and you now decided that the children should now go under their father's record because the father has remarried and got residence card. The residence card he has is it's temporary. It's not permanent. So basically, thank you, sir, Israel Ajay. So basically, what it means is that you should expect a file application to be made in that manner. Unless you notify the wife in the house, which is the EEA person, and she put down her card, she put down either her card or her passport, her pay slips to show that she's still working, the proof of address that she's with your dad, with the dad of those children, and the marriage certificate to say that she's still married to the father of those children, then the application will be stamped successfully without any problem. In this scenario that I am giving, wisdom, Annie. In this scenario that I am quoting, they went to a lawyer to get the documents done. They put in an application under the father 5 years residence card without the consent of the lady and submitted to the Secretary of State inside the country. So the caseworker have a look. The caseworker pull out the file from Lagos. Let me tell you categorically. They pull out the file straight away. Basically, the file reveals that the children were coming with their mom on holiday and nothing else. So, of course, what happened in the end is that the father is no longer with the mom. The application does not say that they are coming to their dad. The dad is under EEA wife. The dad does not mention previously that he has children. So the application should not come under him. Now, ever since then, they refuse him. They went in on appeal, refused, go back on appeal, refused, go making a new application, refused. So the lawyer is now start taking like an ATM. They now turn clients to an ATM. From one lawyer to another, everybody's just eating on his head. From one lawyer to another, this lawyer will say, oh, there's an error there. They shouldn't have done this. And it's a lie. They put it in again, take money from him. Now look at it from 2012 or 13 that this error has been made. Up to the present moment, the application has not gone through and is still using lawyer. Listen, I take complex cases on. I'm not scared, but I don't take I don't take work that has blemish, that is dirty and it can never be successful. I don't take them on. At one stage, they took out the children from the application. At some stage, they put back the children. So they keep taking it out. Everybody keep taking money on his head. And keep taking it back to the Secretary of State, keep refusing it. Including a white man. A white lawyer did it and failed. Including a white lawyer, they did it. A white practice, they did it and they failed. It takes wisdom to do this kind of work. Coming to me this morning for an advice, articulately I look at it and I knew there was nothing I could do. Because it has been messed up from day one, 2013 or 14 is a long time to the present matter. The children in the first instance should not have come on board at all on the application. That is scenario one. They should not have come on board at all. And he has used about 4 or 5 lawyers. So coming to me, he wanted me to take it on another to become the 6th to eat on his head. But I don't eat food that cannot beautify my skin. I don't eat food that will not bring joy to me. I don't wear things that will not give me happiness. And I don't take money that will not make me happy. It is the grace of God that makes you successful in life. It is not the number of hours or job you do in life. It is the grace of God. And when we have that grace on us, nobody can remove it, no matter how hard they try. Sadly, that application with a white man again, After he paid successful money again, £65 for the government fee, times 3 of them, which is £195, for God's sake. They took it in again and they sent it back and said the money was short paid. And he paid them 200 plus. He paid them 200 plus for the home office fee. So how can it be an incorrect fee? How can the government say that the money is not completed if it were properly put together by the lawyer, which is the white firm, and submitted it? So, you see, we are lawyers and they expect us to be smart and intelligent. But then above all, we must have the wisdom. That's what Solomon had that makes God pleased with him. In anything we do, if we lack wisdom, we lack everything. It is only wisdom that takes us around and give us understanding of how to do things on a daily basis. When we lack wisdom, we lack everything. It is so sad and shameful rather, that application, as it's going back again, the Secretary of State has bent not to grant it. They have bent. He cried in my office. He wanted me to take the case on as a messiah. But God does not lead me to take it. There was no conviction that I should take it. There was no sign. There was nothing telling me that I should take that work. Because I don't want my name to go onto that record, to hide it on to those who have messed it up. Because the Home Office knows about my office. So when they are looking at that record, they will have put down all the lawyers that have been working on that file. The lawyers that have given negligent advice. So if I had my own onto it, they will say, Bright Wake. What was she thinking? So I am not boasting, I am not proud. I cannot take it. Because I don't want my name to be damaged or dragged on. Let me go back to law. Now the lawyer advised that, don't let me go too much. Because you can't bring every cloth into sun. You can't bring every cloth into sun. They will fade. So don't let me go deep into that. But the situation at the moment on that file is that they've said the fees paid were incorrect. So they were taking it back again on Monday. They gave him an appointment to come back again. Now the woman, the mother of those children, if she were to apply wisdom properly, she should have known that application the children shouldn't have come under their dad at now. Whether it's out of ignorance for the woman, I don't know, or it's out of I don't care. Whatever happens, that's his problem. I'm not too sure either two of them, which one I should pick in that case. But I told the man vividly that I wish I can see your wife, and told her off straight away, your ex-wife, and told her off straight away. Because the ingredient of wisdom was lacking in that particular area. So the lawyer that asked them to put it on, he lacks the decorum anyway, and he has traveled out of the country since then. He is not even available anymore since then. So I doubt if he were to be a proper lawyer, qualified person in the immigration and nationality law. I doubt it. Because he messed up the life of that man, and he has left United Kingdom, unfortunately. Another similar scenario of that man again is a family member of European national, dependent relative who depend on his brother, his EEA brother. When the application was made at the beginning, when he depended on his brother, the application was made vividly, solemnly, for him alone to depend on his brother. Lawyer. I think I should quote it well now. Do you understand? So, the application, charge your bail lawyer. We know now. Let us continue, please. So, the application, another scenario. This is a dependent relative, somebody who is depending on his brother, EEA family member depending on his brother, his family member. He was granted that 5 years residence card after when we have pulled heaven and earth and go to court because the address were together in the end. So we succeeded in court. The judge said, no, the argument was good, and he accepted our arguments in law. And we were granted 5 years residence card. Fantastic. Only for him, when the permanent residence time has come, for us to make application for him single-handedly, so that he can go in as on his brother continuous 5 years residence card and do permanent residence, not knowing that he has changed his address. Share and like, please share. This is on a EEA residence card. He has changed his address. One, yeah, he has changed his address. He has changed his address, and also he changed his address and also put his address to a new region in the United Kingdom. They're supposed to be living together in London under his brother. He's changed his address before the permanent residence time come. He has changed it to elsewhere in another region in the United Kingdom. In his permanent residence application, he insisted that his children should be brought on. I'm coming to that, Dapo. Or what to dependent relative that I'm talking about now, he insisted that his children should be brought on the application. They were not on when the permanent residence card was granted. They were not there. He mentioned them with the birth certificate of them on board, with the schools they are going in another region. And his address has revealed that it's no more longer with his sponsor person. So when the application was about to be made, he was refused. I will refuse that application, believe me or not. I will refuse that application, regardless of what people say. I will definitely refuse it. Because the dependent relative must have the same address with their sponsor, regardless of anything you want to talk about. You must have that address with your sponsor. Now, moving on smoothly. After when they refused him, the right of appeal was given, and we went on appeal. There was no evidence that the sponsor was involved in his life anymore. He's earning more than his sponsor. The address were not similar anymore. The region was completely apart. So of course the appeal was disallowed. Dependent relative is what I'm saying now. So the application was refused. The appeal was disallowed. It was disallowed and refused on the same ground, on the same thing, regardless of all the documents he provided, he put together. In the end, it was refused. And the reason why it was refused was basically because he used another address entirely. The address were not similar. A complete different address he used. His pay slips is much higher than his sponsor. And he has his children and partner in another region. So he has set up a home completely and living elsewhere. So there is no way the application will come under, will be successful. There's no way the application will be successful under his sponsor, because he has failed to show similar address with sponsor. He has failed to show that the sponsor is still responsible for some of his living. Now, the law is categorically stating that there is no requirement for you to show that you are living or you have lived with your EEA national in the same country during the period of dependency. The law is saying that there's no category. There's nothing to show that. So which means that you don't have to show that you have previous address. Presently, according to Regulation 8.2, you can satisfy the Secretary of State through many things. You can satisfy Secretary of State through many documents or many requirement. The provision is that the relative of EEA national that will meet the requirement of the adult dependent relative category. It requires a very high threshold to be met. Under immigration law. But under EEA regulation, the dependents may arrive in the UK before the EEA national comes in. It doesn't matter. If your EEA national is in Germany and you were in the United Kingdom, it doesn't matter to the Secretary of State. That's what the law is saying now. It does not matter. You don't have to arrive at the same time. But the element of dependency must not be missing. Basically, thank you. That is what the law is saying. The element of dependency mustn't be missing, because the moment it's missing or it's lacking, then it creates a problem for your application to be successful. It will create a problem for your application to be successful. It will create a problem. So the most important thing when you are relying on a family member as a dependent person, you cannot be using the word independent, because you are saying depend. So you are depending on that person. You have to take advice on that if you are in Dubai. If you are in the United Arab Emirates, okay, yeah, you have to take advice. When I was in Dubai, you couldn't meet up to see me when I was in Dubai. That was your fault. You would have taken this for free from me, because I was in a good mood in Dubai. So you would have taken that for free, but you didn't meet up to see me at all throughout when I was in Dubai. When you need something, you have to go to the person that you need it from. So the adult dependent relative, you must show a continuous dependency. And if you fail, you fail gallantly. And that is why a lot of cases now, the judges are now sending out documents and say, following the case of Salah, which I'm not going to reiterate, I'm not going to explain it here. Following the case of Salah, they are expecting you to say the reason why your appeal must be held in court now. Because automatically, they don't want you to come to court for appeal. If you meet the requirement, go and make a new application straight away. So you need to demonstrate. So EEA residence card person, do not fall foul to put in anybody under your record while you are still going through your residence. Make sure you complete your permanent residence, and if possible, get your British passport before you want to make an application for anybody. Someone who cannot stand properly on their feet cannot pull somebody again. You have to ensure that you can stand properly before you are taking somebody with you. If you cannot stand properly and you are pulling somebody, you are going to fall down together at the same time. This is what I have been campaigning on. I have been saying this for a very long time, that in every scenario, you must be able to. I'm on 07908. A lot of people are angry. 07908 628 240. Let me quickly take your call now. 07908 628 240. Let me quickly attend to some calls now on EEA residence card. EEA residence card, family member of EEA national. Let me quickly see if I can take your call now. I'm on 07908. I'm on 628 240. I am more than willing to take calls now before I finish up. 0798. Thank you, Akinola Kemi. Thank you so much, ma. Thank you. 07908 628 240. That is the number to reach me on, and I think it's available with me here. So you can easily call me on that tablet now. I want to answer some of the queries and inquiries you may have. That is the EEA residence card family member. Now, and that one automatically comes under regulation 8. Once you have marriage certificate and you are living together, you don't have any problem. But don't forget, last time I said to you, if you divorce your husband or your husband divorce you or your wife divorce you, you might encounter some headache in terms of making a written right of residence if you cannot access the ID card or passport. Hello?
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes, afternoon. Thank you.
Yes, I'll just ask a question. My wife is
You want to do what? Say it.
I'm married to an EEA national. I have 5 years resident card.
Okay.
And I have a sister in Nigeria with her husband. They have 3 children. And I was told that it's possible for me to invite them to bring them down as my descendants here in the UK. So I just want to know if it's possible to do that.
Have you been listening to to my program from the onset?
Yeah, that's why I'm asking this question. Maybe it's my wife that can apply for them to come.
Yeah, it's your wife that needs to make the application, and she needs to be working and exercising treaty rights in the UK, and you must have marriage certificate to corroborate evidence. So yes, definitely it's your wife.
Okay, but does it mean that we have to show that they are depending on us from here before we can make the application, or it doesn't require that?
Yeah, you have to show that you are maintaining them, but maintenance is not the core subject anyway. It's not a requirement under EEA regulation, but you still have to show that you are responsible for them.
Oh.
Yeah, so but it has to come under your wife, and then you just show the document as well. She's going to be the sponsor, isn't he?
Yeah,
yes. Okay, but please don't go ahead without taking consultation in that kind of scenario.
Definitely.
Okay, all right, no problem. Yeah, bye. You see, that is a similar scenario, but thank God he's able to take advice straight away. That needs to come under his wife, not under him, because at the moment he's only holding residence card. I'm on 079, 5 years residence card is what he's holding, so he needs to, unless if he have permanent residence, and if he hasn't got permanent residence, that can't be done now. I'm on 07908 628240, 07908 628240. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello, ma.
Yes.
Yeah. I just want to ask you for something. If a Irish national has been in like a year and just has a baby, and she claimed British passport for her, because I think I read it online that because of the law became out of them, as long as she sent to the UK, whether 3 months or 1 year.
Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? Before you start quoting, who is that?
My name is Rufe.
No, not your name. I'm not asking your name. Don't worry. Who are you? Who are you referring to? Who? Your wife or who?
I'm asking, my wife.
Okay. Hold on. Yes, Mr. Rufus, I'm on WhatsApp. Yes, I'm on WhatsApp. This number is on WhatsApp, so anybody want to contact me, you can contact. If you want to use WhatsApp, you can use WhatsApp on this number. Please go ahead.
Hello, yeah, so that's why I'm trying to ask that can she apply British passport for her?
For who?
For the baby, wife.
For the child that you have together.
And for the child, yes.
How long is your wife been in the UK for?
A year.
No, she cannot. What passport is she holding? No. She needs to show that she's exercising treaty right. They are not exempted in terms of that.
I know that is what I'm saying, that she has been in UK for 1 year. She's working. She's taking her rights and everything.
Yeah, but she needs.
What I read online, that's what I'm saying, that 5 years, that after 5 years, that's when you can apply. Does that apply to Irish nationals as well?
Yes. If you're Irish national, you are EEA person, regardless of. So you will only be able to make application for your child that's born in the UK after 5 years to have British passport. You still have to show 5 years lawful residence in the United Kingdom if you're going to apply for British passport for your child. If not, you will have to approach your embassy for Irish passport for your child. Your child is supposed to carry your nationality, but in any circumstances you want to deviate and apply for that child, then it has to be after 5 years. So if you have read it online, that's the answer. Hello?
Hello, Mama.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I've got a question. I divorced my age.
Please carry on.
Hello, is that the lawyer? Hello?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've got the question.
Please hold on before I lose this question. Let me quickly answer this person's question.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, let me quickly answer this question so that I don't lose it.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
The question is, can a baby born in the UK to EEA national without registration? Let me unpin it so that I can see better. Without registration or permanent residence card, give this baby a British passport. This person needs to show 5 years of lawful stay in the UK. 5 years of lawful stay means working in the United Kingdom. If this person can show the 5 years document, P60 5 years, bank statement 5 years, proof of address and bills in the UK continuously for 5 years, the child will be able to apply for a British passport, but you must live 5 years in the UK. Please go ahead.
Oh, is it me now?
Yes, go ahead.
All right. I put my head, and after 5 years, then I applied for indefinite stay. When I put my application into the Home Office, they issued the say because I didn't include my ex's document. But I included all the divorce papers. So I did the appeal in court. I asked my aide to help me with the document. She attested, so I included the document. Does it work like that?
I didn't get you. I didn't get your question.
All right, I'm asking because I'm divorced with my ex, who is EU national.
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Yes, you divorced your EA national wife.
Yes.
Okay.
So that is after 5 years. So when it was time to do my application, I did the application, I included the paperwork of the divorce. But they refused. They said because I didn't include the document of my ex. When I talked to my ex, he gave me the passport to do the appeal in court. So I did the appeal, but I was just wondering the request like that.
You divorce your EA national.
Yes.
Okay. And you make application to where? You make application to the Secretary of State. It was refused.
Yeah.
You were granted. You were given a right of appeal.
Yes, madam.
So what happened to the appeal?
It's still in court, but
Oh, okay. It's still in court. Okay.
to include the passport of my ex.
They want you to include the passport of your ex. Everybody online, listen to what I told you last time. You've already divorced your wife,
Yes.
and they're asking you to bring his passport. Bring her passport.
Passport, yes.
I told them. I said it, and that is impossible. You know that.
I didn't know, and that time I wasn't there.
Because you are not together anymore. She's not going to give it to you.
I spoke to my ex. She gave me she accepted to give me the passport. So I included it in my application to the court.
Okay, so you've submitted it to the court now.
Yes, I did.
Please.
I was just confused because
So what what do you want to know from my end? Tell me your question from me to answer.
okay, does it normally work like that? Because I'm still confused. I did the application, yes, I included it in the passport, yes, but I'm still confused. Does it work like that?
Yes, you have put in the ID card of your ex-wife. You need to go to court and defend it, because it is most likely that they will ask the question, how did you get the passport? So I'm interested. Please call me when you come from court. When is the court hearing? Oh, so you haven't got a date yet. So when you know that you can get the ID card of your ex-wife, why couldn't you put the ID card in when you were going for the permanent residence? Why do you let them refuse you? No, the law has already been there. So when if you haven't got a date now for court hearing, it obviously means that your application was fresh. It's fresh. So it's not long ago that you submitted for permanent residence that they refuse you. So your lawyer should have advised you that can you obtain ID card from your ex-wife? Now you were able to get the ID card now. How come you are able to get the ID card now and you are not able to submit it with your application when you were going in? You are going to be scrutinized in court, so be patient and wait for them. Yes. But if you listen, don't keep me long because I have a lot of phone calls coming on. Come and see me in the office if you need further advice. Come and see me. But don't keep me online for long because I have other people. Thank you. Thank you. Bye. Please lower your device. Lower your device. Thank you, Yinka. Thank you, Yinka. Thank you. Excellent. Thank you, Yinka. Thank you. You see, the situation I was telling you last time when I talked about the retained right of residence plus the ID card of the EEA national, it's exactly what happened here. He put in an application for permanent residence under retained right of residence. He was refused because there was no ID card of his ex-partner or ex-wife included. Now, fair enough, the case went to court, so they gave him right of appeal. He prepared the grounds of appeal to court. On appeal, he sent the ID card of the wife. He included it in the application. Now, if he was able to get the ID card from his ex-wife, why couldn't that be included in the application at the beginning for the permanent residence? So he's going to face a lot of scrutiny in court. Wait and see. I should have saved his number, but a lot of numbers come up so that I can call him to have an update in future. Hello? 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 Yeah, hi there. Good afternoon.
Yes, but I would like to ask a question.
Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I would like to find out, like, how long does it take for British passport of a newborn baby to come out after delivery?
I cannot specify, unfortunately. I can't. That is power with the Secretary of State.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
So I won't be able to tell you. That's the power of the Secretary of State.
Okay.
And
on a fixed period because the dad is British.
There is no fixed period. There's no fixed period for grant of passport or grant of citizenship, especially passport. Unless if you go and do a day service.
Okay.
If you didn't go for a day service, I cannot tell you when it's going to come out. But for passport, it shouldn't be that long.
All right.
Okay?
Thank you very much.
All right, yeah, thank you. Yeah, bye. There are some areas that lawyer will not have answers to. For example, passport office issue. I will not have answers to passport office because that is the Secretary of State power. HM Passport Office, Her Majesty Passport Office. So I won't have power over that. Hello? Hello, yeah. You know why I quickly pick up your call? You are using similar car of mine, so I love your car. Hello? So please go ahead. Please go ahead. Because you are using WhatsApp, this call will override you. The number call we want to override. Okay, go ahead now. Go ahead.
I have a partner for 4 years, and then I put on insurance and I said dependent, and then for 6 years on dependent. I didn't have a sufficient proof, so now I have a partner and she's pregnant, and then I went to the home office because I usually go there to sign, and they told me that I told them that my partner is pregnant and they needed proof.
Why are you using United States WhatsApp to call me then? If you are in the United Kingdom,
I just came back.
you just came back from United States,
Yeah.
so you are in the UK now.
Yeah.
Why are you signing on if you have the privilege to go in and out of United Kingdom?
Huh?
Did you say you were signing on?
Yeah, I went there.
Why? You just came from US. There's no need to live a fake life. There is no need. I'm on 07908628240. 07908628240. Of course, I take your call straight away. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, hi there.
I want to ask a question about EEA, national who want to divorce. How can that be done?
Say that again. Yeah?
Yeah, an EU national, yeah.
Yes.
Me and my wife, we are all the same EU national, yeah. And I want to divorce. I want to find out the procedure that I can take.
You and your EEA national want to go through divorce proceeding.
Yes, please.
Okay, that's not a problem. Why don't you come to the office for advice on that?
Where are you?
I'm in Woolwich. I'm in London.
I'm in Manchester. Yeah.
Well, if you are in Manchester, people come all the way from Scotland. I have someone that came today from Scotland. Manchester last night was with me throughout. I finished our work from Manchester. So a lot of people come everywhere from the United Kingdom to my office. So if you have time, if you cannot do it to come in person because of work, then you can just phone my office and then they will book you for telephone conference.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So, how can I get the number from you?
0208. Office number is 0208.
0208.
Office number for appointment is 0208 309 8808. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you there. Yeah.
Hello?
Yes, I'm on a live program. This person.
Hello?
Yes, I'm on a live program. Are you okay to talk?
Yeah.
Okay, please go ahead.
Okay, my name is Caroline.
Really? So you must.
Yeah. Caroline.
Okay.
You know, you tell me not to go to the home office today.
I'm on a live program.
Oh, sorry.
Uh-huh. Let's look at our Germany friend. From Germany, hi. Good day to you, hi.
She stayed there for about 12 years. United Kingdom. She have a protection status. A protection resident card. Resident.
When you use WhatsApp, direct calls will be overriding WhatsApp by all means, because WhatsApp is a free call and direct line is somebody that has paid for data to call. So of course it will override WhatsApp from time to time. So you should be wary of that. And in a busy schedule line, a busy phone line like this, WhatsApp will not be able to talk because the direct line will be coming on and be overriding it. Yes. Hello.
Hello,
Good afternoon, dear. Hi.
I'm good, man. Sorry, just a quick question now. I actually apply on my daughter, but my mom is a EU national.
Okay.
But I don't know, I made a mistake applying on my daughter.
Okay.
So now it's been over 2 years. They haven't answered me yet, although I went for an interview last year, December, but they haven't gotten back to me yet still. So I'm just wondering if I can still make an application on my mom.
You are EEA national.
I didn't apply. My mom is an EU national.
Okay.
But I have a British doctor actually.
Okay.
I did an application on her.
Okay.
Because people were telling me I didn't take consultation from a law firm or something. They just told me that I'm over the age that I can do EU dependent. That was what I was told from people.
You have a child that carries British passport.
Yes.
So why do you want to rely on your mom EU again? It's a complicated one. It's not a straightforward one. So why do you want to go through that stress?
No. It's not that. It's because they are taking time. They are taking time. I've been on the application since over 2 years ago.
Who helped you to file in? Who helped you to file in?
It's a solicitor of mine here in Ghana.
Then tell your solicitor to go and ask for update and go to your lawyer and say, listen, can I have updates on my file? After 6 months, you're supposed to have an update from the Home Office.
They interviewed me from Chelsea in December.
They interview you as a parent of a British child.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
If you have time, come for consultation, please.
Thank you.
Thank you, dear. Bye. Let's answer United Arab Emirates. Hello? Hello? Yeah, please go ahead. United Arab Emirates. Yes, go ahead. Go ahead. I said go ahead with your question. You want to do what? You want to relocate your family to the United Kingdom. On what basis are you looking? What is the You cannot relocate them on visit visa. You know that. That is not possible. I can't hear you. I cannot hear you, so I'm going to shut the thing off. You can send me an inbox. Anyone that wants to relocate family to the United Kingdom, you cannot relocate family on a visit visa. You can only relocate if you meet one of the PBS requirements. And you cannot even say relocate other than just to come and meet up with the requirement under PBS, you know. But on a visit visa, you cannot relocate family member. So please. Hello? Yeah, hi, please go ahead.
Hello?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, morning, ma. I just want to contribute because I had a similar situation, but I've got my foreign resident card now.
In Qatar.
Hello, ma.
Where are you? You're in the UK.
I'm in London.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
So basically what happened is that I was married to an international without before because marriage was not working. So I applied for repayment of residence. So it was refused because it said I didn't put the payslip. So we went to court. I was able to supply the payslip form to the point of the divorce. So the judge said I want the case. So they gave me 4 months visa for repayment of residence.
They gave you 4 months.
Yes, to complete the continuous 5 years period.
Okay.
So after 4 months, I applied for permanent resident card, which was rejected. They asked for my ex-partner
ID card.
Yes.
You
So
see?
what I did my own is like saying, what does divorce mean? That was what I said to him. It's like, how did you expect me to get the document from my ex-partner? So I sent it back after 8 weeks, and it was granted. So that was what I did. I don't have access to my ex-partner documentation. And I went to the internet, I googled the meaning of divorce. So I now put in quotes, how do you maybe expect me to get documentation from my ex-partner?
That you are no longer together anymore. It is so impossible, because I will not release my details if I'm the one.
Yeah. So that was what I did. I think what they are trying to do is just...
Did they grant you? Please, did they grant you? Did they grant you?
They did.
Thank you. God bless you. That's all I know. I love you so much for coming on board and tell this. Thank you. Thank you so much. You are excellent. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You just make some day today for people. Thank you so much. You are brilliant. Thank you. So you got your permanent residence now?
Yeah, I just went to the internet, I copied many of the words and I put in quotes.
Thank you.
And the secretary of this, how do you maybe expect me to get documents from my ex-partner who is another man? I just attached it.
So the issue of asking for residence ID card or passport is just to catch them.
I think they're just trying
to play game.
when you are involved with somebody.
Yeah. That is the reward of the Brexit.
Yeah.
They are trying to take control back of everything. So, and yeah.
They can't actually even argue saying, oh, marriage is sham, because ordinarily you should not have the document of your ex-partner.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. Excellent. Thank you so much. Thank you. This is why I love this platform. Thank you. You see, I feel so good when I know that I am dealing with people that have knowledge and understanding of what I am doing. I love you guys so much, regardless of, because education and information is power. The moment we have that in our hand, we are just second to none. A client came last night. He know himself is on the platform already. He said, between the information is just what you need for your success, and where you are going for that success is just here to there, but you need information to take you down. And once you have that information, you're off. Please lower your device. Good afternoon. Thank you. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes, I can hear you. Good afternoon.
Yeah. I just want to appreciate you for I really love your program. I was fortunately for me. I'm able to get you this afternoon.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just applied for my 2 daughters from my Nigeria. To send an application for
Okay.
And I've got my wife and my son already. So it's like it's getting to, because I went to the society application last December, and since then, I've not had anything. I'm like, I feel that they're just installed me because they want to come. I know it's not what they are, but they don't know about it. I just want to ask, we're getting too long, so I don't know what, I've not had some share. The only email I have was that I couldn't document which I sent to support the online application.
When was this submitted? When was this submitted to Sheffield or to the entry clearance in Lagos?
After on the 22nd of November, after they took their entry, they have to send the only with the passport and the tuberculosis test, which they did together with the passport. Those are what they collected. So the other company asked me to go and send the selfie, which I did. And the second day, I got an email. So that I should send a prepaid envelope to return the document.
They will definitely come back to you on that, but I think make sure that they have not lost your documents. That's the first point of thing I would say. Make sure they have not lost your. That they have returned it to you.
No, that they received the document.
Oh, okay. So the document.
I should send a prepaid. Yeah, they said they received it, but I should send a prepaid envelope so that when they deal with it, they will send your original back to me.
And have you sent that?
Yeah, I've done that. I've done that more than a month ago. Yeah, all that because I came back in December. All that happened the first week of December. And I didn't come back here. So I didn't send that.
And the application was submitted in November.
November 22nd, precisely, yeah.
It's not long. November 22nd of 2017. No, it's not long. Forget it. Just relax yourself. It's not long. With the time delay now and the way they are responding back to people, November is not long. I would say so. It's not long, so just relax yourself.
Okay, thank you. Then I want to come and do internship with you.
Okay.
I don't know, that one is just on my own. I want to come and do internship. I don't know what.
Call me afterwards. Call me after program.
Okay, I'll call you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you.
God
Bye.
bless you, man.
Thank you, dear. Bye. Bye. Those who are calling, please exercise patience and let me answer questions online a bit. That's the reason why we are here together. My brother has EEA, my brother has with EEA National, but presently the girl in question is back to poor. Oh, the child was born in the United Kingdom. Okay. She needs to exercise treaty right continuously and have his permanent residence before the child can have British passport. If the child is born in the UK, the mom has to be in the United Kingdom to show that she's here for 5 years continuously so that the child will benefit. If not, the mom will have to apply for Polish passport for the child. Polish, which is Poland. You understand? Polish, which is Poland. Thank you. Of course, you can relocate to United Kingdom from Arab Emirates, but you have to show the reason why you're coming and meet one of the requirements. Thank you, Mama Sonny. Mama, I really love what you are doing. Well done, ma. Thank you, dear. If your brother has a child with an EEA national, presently the girl is in question is back to Poland but planning to return to UK to start working and be with him again. The child was born in the United Kingdom. Is there any hope for his papers? The lady would have to return back to UK to exercise treaty rights. So if the child is born in the United Kingdom, the child is not a British citizen because the mom has left England again. So the place of birth is only England, but the citizenship is not England. It has to be the mother's country, which is Poland. So the woman will have to return back to United Kingdom to work and pay taxes to the government of the United Kingdom before you, the husband, can rely on her while exercising treaty rights in the UK. Yeah, EU national can relocate to United Kingdom with his family or families. All you have to do is to pack your bag if you all have red passports in your EU state. If you all have red passports in your EU state, all you have to do is to pack your bag, luggage, and travel down into United Kingdom. When getting to UK, you have to register yourself with the National Insurance Number Office and have an N9. You have to have an N9, open bank account, and look for job, employment, and start working. Don't come to UK to come and start taking welfare benefits. That is my advice, because the government is not finding it funny anymore. So if you are coming to UK, come and work, exercise treaty right, pay your contribution, pay for your time, before you start claiming that benefit as well. The benefit in 1945 that it was introduced to assist those who went to war and fought and they were injured. They couldn't go back into employment, and that's why the Welfare Benefit Act was introduced, just to assist those who have injured themselves, during wartime. It is not for you and I that are able and capable. It is for those who are not privileged, who cannot do things by themselves anymore, who cannot run up and down. Those are the people that the welfare benefit is for. It's not for everybody. Thank you. Yes, you should be able to, but you encounter some questions now, because I think they're now trying to ask some questions on it now. But Oluwalashe, I think you should be able to. So yes, that is where God has helped me to today, to assist you on the issue of immigration and nationality, on the residence card, family member of EEA person with residence card. Please like and share. Please share this program. It has not gone far at all. This program has not gone, and this is where people really need this thing. A lot of people need this topic so much. Please, you have not shared this program to my satisfaction. Please, can you please share this program? If I can have time to do it, please, let's have time to share it to others that are not on board, that are working. Let them meet it on their wall, on your wall. Share it with your friends. Let them see it on your wall when they come back, so that they can share it as well. Please share this program. Like and share is very important, so that people can benefit from it. This is just an important one. It's so important. Like and share, please, so others can benefit. Please like and share for others to benefit. This will enable those who are not on seat now to have something to look into and think of. It's what do you say? Food for thought. So it's better that we share it and then let them have the food for thought before they make mistake again. The whole idea is to have this program, put it on board, let us share it, and let people have food for thought before they do things on residence card next time, so that they will not make a mistake that is not worth to make, or a mistake that can destroy the whole reason for putting food on the table. That's the whole idea, to prevent such mistake occurring next time, of preventing others to fall into such category. That is why British Columbia. Okay. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Which country are you calling from?
I'm calling from Canada.
From Canada. That's why it says British Columbia. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, please go ahead.
My question is, I've got a resident, permanent resident in the UK since 2001. But I've left the UK now, and I've taken the right to the UK exam. I have the certificate, but I've left in 2008. What would I do if I want to apply to get the British what you call the citizenship?
When you came to UK last time, what status have you got?
I have a permanent residence.
And you have left UK since 2008.
Yes,
You-
but I always come there every year. I'm there like 2 times or 3 times.
So have you come this year now, or last year?
Last year I was there.
You know,
I was there November.
you will not be able to get your red passport. The reason why is that you only allowed to be missing from United Kingdom in 1 year, 90 days.
Okay.
So in the last 5 years, your total missing period should not exceed 450 days.
Okay.
And if it goes beyond 450 days, then you might not be able to make a successful application in that aspect.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah?
So let's say if I relocate back to UK, how many years more should I be there? Because I was there, I worked there for over 15 years.
Yeah, but you have permanent residence which takes you out in and out. The question is, are you coming back for your passport, for your red passport? If you are coming because of the red passport, to obtain red passport in the United Kingdom, you will have to make sure that you are in the UK for 5 years without losing more than without being absent more than 450 days. So UK must be your home. In other words, the short summary of the English is UK must be your primary home.
Okay. So even if I relocate, you cannot just come back. I mean, they will not consider years that you.
They will look at your last 5 years. You have already lost it. If they have to look at your last 5 years, so they probably will look at your last year alone. And if your last year you have absent more than 90 days, you lost it as well. Then you have to start from this year.
Okay, thank you very much. Because somebody has used me by taking my money.
They've taken your money.
Yes, about 1,600.
It's not going to succeed. So it won't succeed. There's no need to waste money.
They cannot, because the case people never wait. They never sent application. They just cooked me with my money.
They never sent the application for you, so they just took the 1,600 plus from you.
Yes, that's what the person did. Yeah, and it's around that footage.
Really?
The lawyer claimed to be what's his name, Noah. That's what the person did.
What is the name? What is the name of the lawyer?
It's called Noah.
And he took your money.
Yes.
1,600 plus.
Yes. Then later they said they closed it. In fact, it's total 1,800.
Total 1,800, and the application wasn't sent off.
No, never said. We've been on that until I said, okay, just give me back all my documents. It took another 2 years before he can give me my documents. Then I said, okay, since I'm in Canada, I can't be going to fight. But I'm thinking of, because I came here to work as a nurse. So if I'm relocating back, so that's what he did to me. Yeah, it's around Woolwich. That's where he has he used to have his, said he has his practice before he was in Old Kent Road. Then later moved to Woolwich there. So it was a fake anyway. So when I saw your program, I said, this is very intelligent woman, let me talk to her. So what you told me, that's what I told you, because when I came to UK, I went back, the 409 days some hours have passed. So I said, is it possible? He said, yes, it's possible, don't worry. So he just took my money. Anyway, let me not waste time for the other callers.
Thank you so much. I'm so sorry to hear that, yeah, but it's one of those things. But I'm really sorry.
Anytime I relocate in UK, I will let you know. I will keep in touch. I'll put your number.
Okay, no problem. Take care.
I hope God will continue to guide you. Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's all right.
Bye.
Thank you. Yeah. Bye. 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 I will not be able to answer calls anymore. It's 1 o'clock in the United Kingdom, and I have to go to my afternoon work after lunch. So I want to appreciate all of you on board. I want to thank you. You can listen to that young man from British Columbia land, which is Canada. He said that he paid someone to make application for him for his naturalization to become a UK citizen. Application about 1,800, including the legal fee and the government fee. Nothing was taken in. The money has been eaten. No application submitted. He mentioned the name of the lawyer, and I know the lawyer very well, but that's not my job. My job is to assist you and give you the education here. So you guys take care, and I look forward to come on board again when I have my time. Call office on 0208 309 8808. 0208 309 8808 for your appointment. All bookings should go through 0208. You know, all bookings. All appointment through to 0208 309 8808. I have to leave now. I want to appreciate all of you. I want to thank you. The names here are quite long. I will not be able to mention everybody, but I want to appreciate you. I want to show my appreciation with great humility. I am humble, and I will continue to do what I have pleasure to do in terms of legal arena, you know, to give the advice when necessary with truth and honesty of mind. I am loyal to the core, and to the government of the United Kingdom, I remain loyal. Thank you so much to all of you. Thank you ever so much. I appreciate all of you. To all of you on my platform, I love you guys dearly, and I remain loyal to all of you. When the time comes, you will get your reward, but don't worry. I remain loyal to you, and I'm humble with great humility. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Alhaji Rasak Sani. Thank you. I am not taking phone calls anymore. I will pass the phone. I'm going to pass the phone call to the desk now. So the reception desk will take care of that, but I will not be able to take care of phone calls anymore. I want to say thank you so much to all of you. I love you guys. Bye for now. Thank you.